Welcome back to the Thunderbolts pregame show, and joining me now, head coach Ralph Turner. And Ralph, I'm sure it hasn't lessened the sting after last night's loss, but how do you get over something like that?
Well, you concentrate on what's most important, and that was taking Gavin to the doctor in the hospital, make sure he's all right, and just in regular concussion protocol. But there's lots of things more important in a basketball game, and your trip to the hospital is an easy reminder, right?
Well, what exactly happened on the play that got him injured?
He dove on the ball, and somebody was diving for the ball and kneed him in the back of the head. But he's a tough kid. He's a rancher. He knows how to handle pain, and he was fine last night. He's better today. So that part's all good. Now the loss still isn't good, and we still don't feel good about that. You got a bad taste in your mouth until you can play tonight and play a little bit better.
One thing about it, though, in the ball game, got to be proud of your ball club for coming back after falling behind by 20. They could have packed it in, but that's not their character this year. They've been behind in other games this year and come back, and they did it again last night.
Right. We've not been out of any games we've played. I love my kids. They've really played hard. Last night, we got caught doing things we shouldn't have done. I keep talking to them about just do your job, and it's more than enough. And last night, we had numerous examples of guys trying to do too much, and it cost our team points and rebounds and baskets, and it really was responsible for our loss, I thought. But tonight we'll be better.
Well, you only got off 15 threes last night. We're 5 of 15, but the offense seemed to be flowing good, getting easy looks. Just didn't convert a lot of easy looks.
Yeah, Nelson didn't have a really very good game. 6 for 20 out of your all-conference post player, shooting shots 2 feet away from the basket. Now that's not acceptable, but he'll be better tonight. He's just, he fights his own demons. He doesn't understand how great he can be sometimes, but he's got a great attitude. I thought we had a good shoot around today. We talked a lot of team stuff, and I'm really looking forward to our effort tonight.
Well, you got to change things up, of course, with the injury to Gavin Liggett. Who's going to get the start, and what's the rotation look like with him out of the ballgame?
Well, we're going to start Stefan Radakovic to give us a little bit more size, but Mark was limping around and shoot around. He says he's good. We'll see how he is in warm-ups. He did not practice one day going into last night's game, but I thought he played really good in the second half. But we'll find a way. Donovan Oldham's been fantastic off the bench. We've got a lot of depth, and we'll find a way and solve that puzzle. That's been the strength of our team all year, is how we play, not necessarily who we play. And so tonight it'll be somebody's up. It's sort of like who's next.
Do you go into a mindset changing things up at all on your strategy, like slowing the pace down a little bit with a shorter bench, or you just play the way you play?
No. We're just going to do what we do. And first thing is you can't play fast against Black Hills. They're the slowest team in our conference. So you could try to speed them up some, but it's not going to happen. I wish we were here a day earlier. Last night they started their game with New Mexico Highlands behind 19-2 the first 10 minutes. I'd like to see them have 2 points and us have 19. But I'm sure tonight somehow they'll find that range a little bit better.
All right, good luck tonight, Ralph.
Thanks so much.
All right, Thunderbolts head coach Ralph Turner back with the starting lineup. The opening tip-off all comes your way next on Fox Sports Pueblo. And welcome back to the Young Center. Well, we got it all in, didn't we? The post-game show. Man up against deadline, but boy, great talk there to Jim Turgeon and, of course, Jasmine Johnson. What a character of her to come out, to battle what she's battled and to play like she did tonight and get the game winner. Cannot be more happy for anybody on the Csu-Pueblo campus, and particularly on these basketball teams. An amazing shot to win the ball game. Starting lineups for tonight's game. First for the Thunderbolts, they'll go this way. We've got a little change in the starting lineup, as you heard Ralph Turner. Will Newman will start at guard, 6'2" junior out of Lawndale, California. 12 points, 4 rebounds a game. Will's fouled out of the last 2 games. He's got to take care of that tonight. Gavin Liggett will not start. He'll be out probably definitely this game and the next. There's an outside shot. I guess he could play next Saturday, but I don't know if he had concussion symptoms today, so he'll be out next week as well. So starting for him tonight will be Radakovic. Stevan Radakovic, 6'7" junior out of Belgrade, Serbia. Thunder was going to go with a little bit bigger. Well, no, now Ralph's made a change there. I just look out on the court, and Radakovic is not going to start. It's going to be Mark Williams in the starting lineup. 6'4" junior out of Chino Hills, California. Josh Smith, 6'5" junior out of Colorado Springs, Sand Creek High School. Rico Spikes, 6'3" senior out of Maryville, Indiana. And Nelson Collar, he's a 6'8" senior out of Nooseheads, Australia. Head coach, of course, Ralph Turner. We'll set Black Hill State as we go along here. Tap controlled by the Thunderwolves. They move it right to left. We sit courtside here at the Young Center, right adjacent to the Thunderwolves bench. Newman with it, way out top. Lobs it outside. Now down low to Collar. He's in the paint, fakes, goes up, and banks it in. It was a little bit of an adventure, but Nelson finally got it in there, 2-0. Thunderwolves go with full court pressure here. Mueller with it in the backcourt, gets it ahead to L.D. Thomas. Now back to Anderson. Anderson jumps it across the timeline, left side to Thomas. He'll drive in on the left. Nelson Collar there, so that cuts him off. Now outside to Anderson. Anderson way outside with it. He starts a drive into the paint, pulls up. Free throw line jumper, left it short, but there for the rebound was Malcolm, and he lost it to Smith, and Smith comes out of there with it for the Thunderwolves. Lobs it ahead, ball knocked away. It's loose. Smith chases it down, comes outside to Williams. Now to Spikes. Thought about jumping the three-pointer in there, won't do it. Goes to Newman. Now down low to Collar, backs his way into the paint, goes up right hand, hooked up and in. Nelson Collar. 2 for 2 early in the ball game. 4-0. Thunderwolves on top. Full court pressure again. Thomas gets it across the timeline. Here's McLemore. He lost it, but it goes right into the hands underneath the hoop to Mueller, and he lost it out of bounds. But last touch by the Thunderwolves, they say. Thunderwolves don't agree underneath the basket. Ralph Turner doesn't agree. He's immediately up, saying, "Are you sure?" Ralph Turner didn't like the explanation. The referee said, "If I missed it, I missed it." Oh, duh. Here outside, Anderson. On the right wing, here's Anderson driving the baseline. Throws the elbow right into Spike's chest. Outside, here's a three-pointer on the way. Good by Zach McLemore. So Black Hill State has already eclipsed their point total in the first 7 minutes of the game last night. They were behind 19-2. Here's Spikes on the left wing. Up top, Smith's open. 3-ball on the way. Looks short. It is. Williams flying in, has the rebound. Goes up with the right hand, left it short. Collar lost it, goes out of bounds. Last touch by Collar, so it'll belong to the Yellow Jackets. Our officials for the game tonight, if you care, Luke Langner, I should say, James Ricketts, and Jeff Schroeder. I don't know which is which. Don't care. And here's a whistle. We got a clock violation here. Not a violation. The shot clock never started, so they'll reset and restart.
Mark, you're out of bounds. You're the safe.
Tell you what, they could lay down a sheet of ice in this building. It is ice cold here in the Young Center. They got all the doors open. They had a soccer tournament going on here, a youth soccer tournament. I think that's half the problem. People running in and out. And it is chilly. Here's Anderson. Here's Malcolm now with it. Brings it across the timeline. Hands the ball off to L.D. Thomas. Thomas drives right down the lane. Goes up. Shot blocked. Whistle. Foul on Williams. Perhaps Williams a little bit too aggressive on the facial. L.D. Thomas to the free throw line. Free throw on the way. On the playground, they'd be laughing if he called that foul on somebody. But here we have referees, and you get what you pay for. Second toss, good. So it's 5-4. Black Hill State with their first lead of the game. They've scored the last 5. Here's Collar down on the block. They double team him this time. Outside to Spikes, into the corner to Newman. Down low to Williams. He's in, goes up with the left hand, and he banks it in. Mark Williams going to work. 6-5. Thunderwolves by 1. And there is a 5-second violation on the Yellow Jackets, so the turnover gives it to the Thunderwolves. Williams checking for blood on his left elbow. He got raked there on that last shot opportunity. Tells you how tough it is on the road. You got to be to get a call inside. Here's a whistle foul, a holding foul on the inbounds pass on, I think it's on LD Thomas. Oh, you ought to see the way this referee runs. Oh, my goodness. Do you have to kick your gluteus maximus with both feet as you run out to make a foul call? Please. If you're watching on the Stretch Internet feed and listen to me, you had to love that little trot. Inbounds pass lost out of bounds by Will Newman. He is comical the way he runs down the court. Oh, I might have to get my phone out and take some video of this. Here's the ball knocked away by Smith. Last touch by Smith, so it belongs to Black Hill State. In fact, I'm going to do that. I'm just going to have to do that. Here's a long outlet pass. Nelson has a chance with a steal. He deflected it out of bounds. Here's the inbounds pass into the corner. McLemore with it for Black Hill State. 6-5, Thunderwolves on top. Now to the right side. McLemore, he killed the Thunderwolves in the second half of that ball game at Massari Arena. Hit 4 3-pointers. He has the ball in the wing. Now jumps it down to the baseline. And shot blocked by Collar. Rebound, loose. Still loose in the lane. They pick it up. Wild right-hand hook up and in by Frazier Malcolm. 7-6. Black Hill State with the lead. Here's Newman driving in from the right. Layup, good. What a move by Will Newman. 8-7. Thunderwolves by 1. Inbounds pass to Thomas. Thomas races it across the timeline. Has Collar to beat. Pulls up from 10. Missed it. Rebound to Williams. Outlet pass to Newman. Fires it cross court to Spikes on the left wing. Back pass to Williams. Williams into the corner to Spikes. Thought about the three. Jumps it down low to Collar. Back to Spikes. Up top to Williams. Now to Smith. Back to Williams. Won't take the three. Goes to Spikes. Spikes jumps it down to Collar. He's double teamed. Outside to Williams. Right side to Smith. He's open. 3 ball on the way. In and out. No good. Williams there for the rebound. Missed the layup though. Might have been hit on the play. No call. And the rebound to Anderson. Anderson jumps it to the right side now to McLemore. Now up top to the big man, Mueller. Oh, he sets a heck of a screen on Will Newman. Now back pass to Anderson. Anderson way outside here. Dribbling around the screen, pulls up the free throw line, bounces it inside to Malcolm, goes up with the right-hand hook, missed it. Rebound loose in the lane. Spikes has it for the Thunderwolves. Pack leads it by 1. Spikes moves in, cut off, jumps it outside to Newman, down low to Williams. He's fouled from behind by McLemore. McLemore went for the steal and fouled him. We've come to our first media timeout. Thunderwolves lead it 8-7. 15:54 to go in the first half on Fox Sports Pueblo. .54 to go here in the first half. Thunderwolves lead it 8-7. See the Texans won earlier tonight, ending the Raiders season. That's worth a round, isn't it? Of course, I can't have one here sitting here courtside, but everybody else listening to me tonight, buy yourself a round. The Raiders are done. Can't stand them. Inbounds pass to Radakovich. Hands it off to Newman. Up top to Smith. Smith dribbles around a screen. Gives it off now to Williams. Williams holds it up top. And there's Newman for 3 from way downtown. Splash! Newman with 5. 11-7. Thunderwolves lead it by 4. That matches their biggest lead of the early going. Here is a... Should have been Thunderwolves' ball down in the corner, evidently. I couldn't see it was screened out, but Ralph Turner and Josh Smith thought it was humorous. And here's the pass in the backcourt. Thunderwolves have a chance for a 10-second call, and finally a timeout taken by Black Hill State. Otherwise, they would have got a 10-second call. So timeout on the court. And we're going to make it a 30-second timeout. Thunderwolves by 4 on Fox Sports Pueblo. 11-7. Thunderwolves lead it by 4. McLemore with it. He'll bring it across the timeline. Thunderwolves kind of backed out of their press that time. Oldham into the ball game, the freshman out of Rampart. And Jonas Anderson takes it right at him, bounces it down low, shot up and good by Frazier Malcolm. Makes it 11-9. Thunderwolves still lead it by 2. Here the ball on the left wing. Newman has it. Skips across court to Oldham, into the corner to Smith. He drives the baseline, cut off there. Keeps the dribble alive. Back pass now into the corner to Radakovich. Hands it off to Oldham. Now up top to Newman. Tries to knife through a screen, and the ball's stolen. They got to break out the other way. Here is Mueller, and he walked with the ball as he skidded to a stop. And he can't believe it, but that's why you get the ball to a guard. 6'9" Max Mueller in no man's land. Inbounds pass to Newman. Newman will bring it across the timeline. On to the right wing. Oh, nice little move there. Nice in for the right. Scoop up. No, but he'll go to the line to shoot a pair. That was almost Will to the line here. 90% on the year. 27 out of 30. Thunderwolves of the team shoot 72%. Free throw good. Black Hill State is a team. They shoot 71%. Not a big advantage there either way. Thunderwolves average 14.8 makes a game. Black Hill State 14. The big difference, Thunderwolves shoot 41% from three. Black Hill State shoots only 31%. Thunderwolves with three more makes a game from three. Plus the Thunderwolves from the field shoot 51%. Black Hill State 43%. There's your quick little primer for the game. Pressure on the inbound. And the ball is turned over, and it'll belong to the Thunderwolves. And head coach Jeff Trombauer is irate as he's in the referee's ear with the funny run, letting him know about it. Inbounds pass to Radakovich. Up top to Oldham. Outside to Newman. Newman with it. They double team him out front. He dribbles out of the double team. Now they switch on him again up top, and that's going to be a foul on the hedge play there. Sam McLeod trying to cut him off, but he's called for the block. A little too aggressive. They do that little jump switch out on top of the key, and Newman was trying to angle away from him, and Cloud kept right up on him. And they call him for hindering his ability to get around him. Inbounds pass to Smith, hands it off to Radakovich. Sevi, and he walked to the ball. I called him Sevi. I hear Ralph call him Sevi all the time, and I did it. So turnover gives it back to the Yellow Jackets. 13-9. Thunderwolves lead it by 4. Inbounds pass to McLemore in the backcourt. Now hands the ball off to Malcolm. Malcolm gets it across the timeline. Gets it up top now to O'Hearn. O'Hearn starts a drive. Now he's back out around the top of the key. Starts to move in again. Hands the ball off to Malcolm. Malcolm onto the right side to McLemore. Dribbles around a screen. Return feed is knocked away and stolen by Williams. Williams fires it ahead to Oldham. Oldham up top to Radakovich outside. Newman's open for three again. Steps into it. Swish again. Will Newman primed for a big night. He has 10 already, and it's 16-9. Thunderwolves by 7. Here's Malcolm getting it across the timeline. Up top, now to O'Hearn. O'Hearn works around a screen, tries to bounce it inside, gets it to Malcolm. Malcolm backs his way into the paint. That's an offensive foul with the elbow. Put the old hook on him. Around the hip. And the foul on Malcolm is his first. Malcolm kind of glared over at the bench. Somebody must have been in his ear over here on the bench for the Thunderwolves, made him look. That's what you say. Made you look. Made you look. On the ball inbounded in the backcourt. And Will Newman now will bounce it up across the timeline for the Thunderwolves. Dribbles to the right wing. Down into the corner. Looks for a screen. Gets rid of it to Radakovich. And he walked again with it. Stavon can't believe it, but he did. Shuffled the feet. That's 2 travels he's had here in the last minute. So now it'll be Black Hill State to inbound the ball into the backcourt. They get it into O'Hearn. He's matched up with Radakovich. This looks like the odd couple coming up and down the court here. As O'Hearn's 6 foot and Stavon's 6'9", and he's guarding him. Almost had to steal Oldham. Outside with it. Here's Nicholas. Gives it off to Anderson. Dribbles around a screen to the free throw line. Drives in from the left, shot up, and good. What a move that time by Jonas Anderson. 16-11. Sophomore out of Stockholm, Sweden. Will Newman with it way outside. He already has 10 in this game. Hands it off to Oldham. Top to Radakovic. Radakovic hands it off now to Newman. Newman, quick drive in from the left, goes up with the left-hand shot. No. And that ball, well, I guess not. It's going to be Black Hills' ball. Looked like Newman had the shot blocked. It hit the bottom of the backboard, but no such luck. Here's the feed up ahead. Smith deflects it. Good hustle, and then stepping on the baseline was the Black Hills State player, Hoyt Nicholas, and it ends up being a turnover. So good hustle by Smith there, avoiding the home run pass. Radakovic out, Collar back in now for the Thunderwolves. 12:18 to go, first half. Thunderwolves lead at 16-11. Inbounds pass to Will Newman. Newman brings it across the timeline. Pulls up, jumps across court to Smith. He's open, three-pointer on the way. Swish! Josh Smith, he leads the ball club shooting three-pointers. And three-point makes, I should say. They need more of that, especially with Liggett out of the game with the concussion. They'll need it the next couple of weeks. Here's the ball out top to Jonas Anderson. Hands the ball off now to O'Hearn. O'Hearn dribbles to the free throw line, cut off there. Skips it outside to Jonas Anderson. He starts a drive on Smith into the paint, tries it back, and the ball's knocked away by Smith, but they can't quite get the steals. McLeod chases it down. They got to shoot it with 2 on the shot clock. In and out, no good. Collar with a rebound. In traffic, rips it away, gets the outlet pass to Spikes. Spikes across the timeline. Thunderwolves a chance to get the lead to double figures here. Here's Newman. Thought about the three, won't take it. He drives in from the right, cut off, goes up and under. A little scoop shot, no good. And then he tried to reach in and get the ball away. Lucky he didn't get a foul there, and Anderson will come out of there with it now for the Yellow Jackets. He'll bring it across the timeline. Dribbles around a high screen. They don't switch. Now they switch out top. Ball up top to Desnica. He's from Serbia. He drives in. Looked like he lost his balance. He missed the shot. Ball comes out there. Smith has it for the Thunderwolves. A run out here. 3-on-2. Smith gives it to Spikes. In from the left. Layup good. That's the way you run a fast break. Fill the lane. And the Thunderwolves do have that double-digit lead. They're up 21-11. Here's O'Hearn bringing it across the timeline for the Yellow Jackets. He'll dribble over to the right wing. Now up top to Anderson. He starts a drive on Spikes. Cut off. Keeps the drive alive. Nice spin move. Shot up and good. It was partially deflected by Collar, but it still dropped in. 21-13. Thunderwolves by 8. Spikes on the left side to Smith. Down low to Collar. They quickly double team him. Up top to Oldham. Nice pass to Spikes. Nice back pass to Collar, and he lays it in. The extra pass leads to an easy hoop. Collar was 6. 23-13. Give the assist to Spikes. Here's O'Hearn across the timeline. Drives into the paint. Feeds it into the corner. 3 ball on the way by McLeod. It's off the back iron. No good. That's going to be a push-off foul on Rico Spikes. As jumping inside of him that time was Desnica. Oh, they're going to call a foul on Oldham instead. Timeout on the court. 10:01 to go here in the first half. Thunderwolves lead it by 10, 23-13. Thunderwolves basketball on Fox Sports Pueblo. Thunderwolves lead it by 10. Just joining us, where have you been? I've been working hard here for about 3 hours. Thunderwolves women winning it in overtime tonight, 88-87. Inbounds pass, almost stolen away, but Malcolm ends up with it. Comes onto the right side, the big man back in there. That's Max Mueller. He looks like Max Mueller. Dribbling around a screen, Jonas Anderson. Flips it up, no good. Rebound to Williams underneath. Thunderwolves trying to increase the lead here. Is Will Newman with it, way out top. He's right in the center circle. It's back to Ralph Turner, now gets the play call. Right side to Oldham. Oldham, little ball fake. Up top to Collar. Collar left side to Spikes. They're trying to post up Williams down there in the paint. Go left side to Newman. Up top to Collar. He's open, three-pointer on the way. In and out, Heartbreak City there, and the rebound to Jonas Anderson. Give you some of the shooting stats here when we get a minute. Foul outside. Here's a quick fire 3 on the way, no good by McLemore, and a rebound underneath to Newman. Fires it ahead, left side to Williams. He's in from the left. He's bumped and fouled. Oh, boy, look out here. Will Williams be all right? He's got a tender knee. And he comes up a little gimpy, limping a little bit. He's playing with what he described as a little meniscus problem. It hurts in the back of his right knee. He didn't practice all week. I talked to him yesterday. He said, I'll be all right. But you take many more falls like that, that'll put a little more stress on it. He steps to the free throw line. Free throw up and good. Williams didn't play the first half of last night's game. But he came in the second half, had 14. As he almost single-handedly willed the Thunderwolves to a victory. They end up losing in overtime. Second toss up and good. So he hits a pair here.
140 off.
And Smith in and Newman will come out.
Come back here. Here we go.
25-13. Thunderwolves lead it by 12. Trouble on the inbounds. Full court pressure. They barely get it in to L.D. Thomas. Thomas picked up by Spikes in the backcourt. Rico smiling. He is happy. He wants to play some defense. L.D. Thomas tries to get around him. Onto the left wing to Malcolm. Up top, McLemore with it. Dribbles around a screen. They switch. He drives in. Shot blocked by Mark Williams. Says, get that out of here. Is that the way you shoot it in Florida? Nine on the shot clock. Inbounds pass knocked away by Smith. Almost had the steal. The shot clock stayed at 8. Should be at 7. Come on, guys. I'll keep you honest down here. Anderson now to trigger it in. Inbounds pass into the corner to McLemore. Up top to Mueller. Mueller hands it off to Anderson. 3 on the shot clock. Pulls up, fires, and left it short. Collar with a rebound on the baseline. Gets the outlet pass to Spikes. Spikes on the run out. Goes right side to Smith. He's open. Long three-pointer. In and out, no good. And the rebound belongs to L.D. Thomas. He'll run out the other way. 3-on-3 break the other way. Thomas in from the left. Shot blocked by Collar. He says, get it out of here. Spikes with it. Brings it across the timeline. Into the corner to Smith. Back to Spikes. Spikes down low. Collar's open. Right hand hook. Banks it. No, it spins out of there. And Mueller gets the rebound. Anderson brings it across the timeline. How did that not drop in? I'm perplexed. Here's Jonas Anderson at the top of the key. Gives it off to L.D. Thomas. Now gives it off to Mueller. Mueller bound. Offensive foul on Mueller as he hooked Rico Spikes in the paint. That's foul number 2 on Malcolm. Both of them are the offensive foul variety. And that brings us to another media timeout. 7:55 to go. First half. Thunderwolves lead it 25-13 on Fox Sports Pueblo.
Fox Sports Pueblo 1350. An iHeartRadio station. Online at foxsportspueblo.com and on your phone with your iHeartRadio app. KCCY Pueblo.
25-13. Thunderwolves by 12. Kind of cool here. They got a huge youth presence here. I mean, youngsters in their, 8, 9, 10, 11 years old running around here. Just had a bunch of them throwing out T-shirts. They're all over the stands here. And the thing about it, if you get kids in the building, it means you usually have 2 adults here with them. I know Josh Koschke puts together those halftime shows where the kids are playing basketball, but might be another idea. Here's Collar driving. Who missed another point-blank layup? It's 2 in a row Nelson's missed. He started off hot with 6. Nelson is the ultimate streaky player for Postman. L.D. Thomas with it way outside. Up top, Anderson with it. Now the L.D. Thomas outside, and this is a wide open 3 up and good. You do not want to leave McLemore open. Just a hint. 25-16. Thunderwolves lead cut to 9. Up top, here's Williams. Left side to Spikes. Here's where you need a hoop just to keep your distance from him. Bad pass, though, by Collar. He threw it away. He was trying to get it to Spikes. I'm not sure. Mueller with the steal. Here's Anderson. So you had a chance to hit the layup to go up 14. Instead, you give up a 3 on the other end. You're only up 9, and now a drive to the hoop. And look out, could be 7 right here as Mueller goes up. And Collar makes the block shot. Oh, man, it reminds me of a story. Here is a shot by Will Newman. 3-pointer is good.
We're supposed to be in.
Bittersweet memory.
Go get him again.
28-16. Thunderwolves by 12. Here's Anderson bringing it across the time. He's trapped right out in front of us. Thunderbolts pretty tenacious here on defense. Into the corner, faking the three. McLeod pulls up, takes it, missed it badly. Rebound to Newman. Newman brings it across the timeline. At the top of the key, hands it off. Here's Williams driving into the paint, goes up with the runner, up and in! Mark Williams with 6. 30-16. Thunderbolts keep the pressure on. Almost get the steal there. Oh, and they're going to call a little, man, oh man. Tickling on Josh Smith. A little coochie-coo foul there.
140. 140.
For all the stuff that goes on in the game, and they call that one. That's just perplexing.
Let's get Mark to the free man. You're watching ball.
Perplexing. Inbounds pass in the backcourt to Anderson. Gives it off to L.D. Thomas. Thomas will bring it across the timeline. Way outside with it. Holds things up. Gives it off to McLeod. Now to Anderson. Anderson starts to drive. Goes right around Rico. Rico got a piece and got the block on the recovery. Back come the Thunderbolts. Spikes across the timeline. On the left wing. Starts to drive. Bumped by McLeod. Shot is up and in. It'll count. No, come on. Why not? No sense of drama. But it will be the 1-and-1 for Rico Spikes. How come? How come? Know your geography, ladies and gentlemen. That is why. You're in the beautiful Black Hills of South Dakota. You're not going to get that call. So it'll be Spikes to the free throw line to shoot the front end of the 1-and-1. Now it's imperative Rico convert here. And he does. So if he gets this one to drop, it'll be the old meatloaf possession. You know what that is, of course. 2 out of 3 ain't bad, right? Should have had 3, but we'll settle for 2. On the way, good.
140 off. Mark. 140 off.
32-16. Thunderbolts have doubled them up here, and they keep the pressure on. Black Hill State, they got blown out of their own building last night, and they're on the verge of having that happen again here. We'll see if they can recover. They came from double digits down last week to take the lead against the Thunderbolts at Massari Arena. Here's O'Hearn way outside, into the corner. Now drives into the paint. Here's a foul called on the Thunderbolts on Donovan Oldham. Oh, they're going to call it on Kuiper instead on the reach-in on the blow-by, I guess. Ralph Turner wanting an explanation. Oh, he's going to get compounded by giving him 2 shots. Now, wait a minute. Rico Spikes, that wasn't in the act of shooting on this end. Even the referee now Rico Spikes wasn't in the act of shooting down here, yet this guy was. Now, come on, guys. Let's be serious out there. Even they can't hold a straight face on that call. 2 free throws up and good by Hoyt Nicholas. Well, the Zebras are doing their best. 32-18. Thunderbolts by 14. Kuiper, top of the key. Gives it to Spikes down on the block. Spikes backs his way in, and he's bumped and fouled, and the foul will be on Hoyt Nicholas.
You're right. You're Josh. Tell him. Jump forward for Donovan, right?
So Spikes to the line. Shoot the 1-and-1 again here. On the way, and it rims in and out and in again. Nice touch there for Rico Spikes. 68% on the year. He knows he should be a little bit better than that. He's working on it.
Here we go. 140 off.
Second toss, and same result. In and out and in again. 6 points for Rico.
Go get it.
Thunderbolts match their big lead of the night. They're up 16, 34-18. They continue to press.
Go get it right now. Go get it.
And they go for the trap. They've got the man in trouble, in big-time trouble. That is a 10-second violation. Ralph Turner urging his troops on there. Go get him, he repeated. And they went after Connor O'Hearn, and he was in no man's land. The Thunderwolves get it on the turnover with 5:01 to go here in the first half. Inbounds pass to Newman. Newman will bring it across the timeline. No time to relax, so you just got to keep the pressure on offense here. Hand it off to Newman. Newman goes cross-court to Spikes. Thought about the three, won't take it. Fakes, drives into the paint. That's going to be an offensive foul on Rico Spikes. He lowered the shoulder that time.
Come on, Rico!
The defender might have been moving, but Rico lowered his shoulder and created the contact. That's why you got to accept that call there. Here's Nicholas. He'll bring it across the timeline for the Yellow Jackets. Thunderwolves are just all over Black Hills State, not letting him breathe in this game. Driving into the paint, cut off there. Look out. They get it outside to McLemore. He's going to launch from 30, and he hits. Woo! Zach McLemore. That wasn't downtown. That was in the suburbs. 34-21. 13-point lead for the Pack. Here's Newman. Dribbles around a screen, and no, they don't call it outside. In the corner, here's Kuiper. Three-pointer is up, left it short. Oldham bats the ball into the corner. It's chased down there by Nicholas. Nicholas hounded in the backcourt, gets rid of it to McLemore. McLemore now dribbles around the screen. On the left side, here's a drive into the paint. Pulling up, Stefnika. Nice pass to the baseline. Shot blocked, foul on Oldham. That'll send Nicholas to the free throw line. And we've reached our media timeout, I think, or maybe are they going to give us one? Yeah, I think so. Here we go. Media timeout. 3:46 to go. First half. Thunderwolves lead at 34-21 on Fox Sports Pueblo. 34-21. Thunderwolves lead it by 13. They had the lead up to 16 moments ago. And McLemore hit a three-pointer from about 30 feet out. Then the Thunderwolves turned it over, and now they're back at the line here to try to cut into it a little bit more. Free throws up and good by Hoyt Nicholas. About in college basketball these days, you can build a big lead in a hurry, but you can lose a big lead in a hurry too. It gets sloppy. 34-23. Thunderwolves by 11. Just want to keep that lead in double figures. Going into the locker room. Spikes jumps it down low to Collar. He's double teamed. Dishes off to Oldham. Goes up and he's fouled. Oldham got hit in the face. They got all ball, I think, but initially Oldham got hit in the eye. And the foul's on McLemore as his second. He waves over to the bench. Don't dare take me out. I'm all right, he says. So to the free throw line, the redshirt freshman Donovan Oldham's free throw's up and good. Oldham, small sample size, 75% on the year, 9 of 12 from the line. We were talking about it a couple weeks ago. His minutes are getting more and more, and they're not just minutes where they get him out there just to let him run around a little bit. His minutes are becoming more and more important each game. This is the second free throw, so 1 out of 2 on this trip. 35-23, and they're going to need a lot of him here. Here's a travel in the backcourt. On the Thunderwolves' pressure, they've got a lot of cheap, easy turnovers against Black Hills State in this game. Oldham comes out, and Williams checks in. 3:28 to go here. First half, Thunderwolves lead at 35-23. Inbounds pass to Williams. He's wide open, missed it, gets his follow, lays it in, and a foul. It worked out better for Williams that he missed the first one. He got it on the follow, and he was fouled, and he laid it in. 37-23 with a free throw to come here for Mark Williams. He's hit a pair tonight, 73% on the year. Spins it up and hits. Williams with 9. Oldham checks right back in the game, and they'll bring Smith out.
You're all right, stay back.
Lead back to 15, 38-23. Nicholas gets the ball inbounded. Oh, man, he almost got a turnover on the sideline over here. Back pass to O'Hearn. They jump it forward to Nicholas. He gets it across the timeline to L.D. Thomas. In on Collar. He says, no, retreat, and he dribbles out to the left wing. On the right side. Here's a move in. Can't get the shot off. Elijah Coleman into the game. Here's O'Hearn. Outside to Mueller. Back pass to Nicholas. Now that's a travel. Oh, no, offensive foul on the illegal screen. And it's on Nicholas. When Nicholas passed off, he set the screen all in one motion. He was moving. And he gets a ticket to the bench. He's out of there. Jeff Trombauer is not happy at all down there on the Black Hill State bench. Got a beautiful green shirt, though. Don't often see a green shirt. Here's Newman driving into the paint, spins into the paint, goes up, missed the layup, ball knocked away. Newman gets it, saves it outside to Collar to Spikes. Oh, man, he had Williams wide open, didn't see him. Now he jumps it down low to Williams. On the block, goes up, hit, no call, ball comes loose, taken away by Black Hill State. Williams calling for the foul. He didn't get it. Here's L.D. Thomas. Got to be stronger with the ball on the road. No doubt about it. Here's Coleman. Dribbles to the free throw line. Bumped into by Newman. Ball comes loose to Mueller. Oh, man. Spikes almost had the steal. Here's L.D. Thomas down the lane. Ball stripped. Foul on Rico, I think. Yeah, Rico Spikes. It's too bad because Collar was right there to send that ball packing, but Rico hit him with the body on the way by.
Hey, you gotta wait till hey, they do this. It's called second year. I'll tell you. We're all right. Say steady, steady. We're all right.
Oh, the little things in life. L.D. Thomas at the free throw line. Free throws up, and it rims in and out. No good. Now, Stavon can go in the ball game. So one more free throw for L.D. Thomas. Thomas, 78% on the year, freshman out of Aurora Central High School. And he misses both of them. Carbon copies, and we've got a foul on the rebound. Who's this on? Double foul on the play. So Black Hill State had possession of the ball when the double foul was called, so it's their ball. Inbounds pass into the corner, driving in, pulling up, shot on the way by Coleman, rims in and out, followed up by Mueller, and he sprained his ankle. Mueller's hurt, and now they are going to stop play. Mueller sprained his right ankle there after laying it in. Boy, you could see that one a mile away. He just spun out on him. That's why you don't wear low tops. You don't go down and get a tape job. I'm going to bet he's going to be back in there. Inbounds pass to Newman. It's 38-25. Thunderwolves by 13. Smith with it on the right wing. We're at the 2-minute mark here of the first half. Radakovich hands it off to Newman. Newman holds it there, jumps it down low to Williams. Ball batted away out of bounds. Good defense there by Desnica. Desnica, he is the Serbian for Black Hill State. Thunderbolts want a timeout. Ralph Turner wants to settle things down here. He doesn't want this half to get away from him here. He wants this lead intact. 1:53 to go. First half. It's a quick 30. Thunderbolts by 13 on Fox Sports Pueblo. Thunderbolts by 13. Ralph Turner taking that timeout here. You got to use one in the first half where they take it away from you, so you might as well get it out of the way. Radakovich kills the dribble. Now gets rid of it to Newman. 7 on the shot clock. Newman being pressured here. He's got to do something. Goes behind the back with the dribble. Trying to make something happen. 2 on the shot clock. Newman forces it. The shot clock expires. Hits the rim. Rebound attempt by Williams underneath. Shot block. Offensive foul called on Williams.
Take it straight up. If they block, right?
Oh, I have no comment. I just have to go silent sometimes rather than get myself in trouble. Inbounds pass to Anderson. You referees, man, I just tell you, you're a different breed. Different breed altogether. Feed into the corner to Thomas. Three-pointer on the way, out the back iron, no good. They get the offensive rebound in the paint. Left-hand layup up and good. Powered in there by Antonio Capley. An Antonio Capley sighting. 38-27. Thunderwolves lead is only 11 now. Here's Newman. He's open. Three-pointer on the way. Left it short. Rebound. Tapped out of bounds. Last touch by Radakovic. Now, this was what Ralph Turner was worried about. His 15-point lead is now down to 11, and they could cut it under to 10 here. Inbounds pass to Capley. Now back pass. Here's Anderson. Fires it ahead to L.D. Thomas. Almost lost it. Now he'll angle out of there. Ball way outside with it. This is Desnica. Onto the right side. Driving in Coleman to the free throw line. Backs his way in. Cut off there. Hands it off to Anderson. Anderson to the paint. Threw an elbow there. No call. To the baseline. Elijah Coleman, runner, no good. And Radakovic for the rebound. Outlet pass to Newman. Newman back pass to Williams. Williams will drive it in the paint. Gets to the hoop. Left-hand layup. Left it short. And the rebound to Capley. Long feed to the Thunderwolves bench. Turnover to the Thunderwolves. So Thunderwolves will go for the last shot here. Dodged a bullet there. Bounce pass to Newman. Newman brings it across the timeline, hands it to Radakovic. Now Radakovic, is he going to run the point here? Going to let him go one-on-one? He's got the matchup they like with Capley. Going to go all Euro on us here. Down to 10 on the clock. Radakovic backing his way in. Wheels into the paint. Spins. Goes outside open. Here is Williams for three. Off the back iron, no good. Radakovic has it to Newman at the buzzer. It counts. Will Newman jumps it in there. They're going to look it over, I think, but the shot looked plain as day that it went in before the clock expired. Cue that thing up. They are going to cue it up and look at it. I think it's going to be good, but I'm not positive. They're going to look it over here. They're actually turning the screen for me to look at it, too, with the referees here. That's nice. Thank you. Here is the look. Yep. It's good. Basket's good. Thanks, guys. Halftime from the Young Center. Thunderwolves lead at 40-27 as we go to break. Thunderwolves basketball on Fox Sports Pueblo. Welcome back to the Young Center here. They're honoring their national champions here at Black Hill State. Some of their individual champions. They had the discus or the shot put, women's shot put national champion this year. Got through honoring. They also had a rodeo title. And that looks like they got one of the distance runners here. They got the video screen. That's the nice thing about having the video screen. They're able to show it up on the screen, actually show the performance where they want it, and they describe it. So kind of a cool deal here as it goes on here at the Young Center. Thunderwolves lead at 40-27 at halftime. Will Newman with the last second shot on the offensive rebound. Gets to the drop, caps off a wonderful first half for Newman. He ends up with 15 points to lead the way. Williams with 9, Collar with 6, Spikes with 6, Smith with 3, Oldham with 1 for the Thunderwolves. They lead at 40-27. Got a Fox Sports update coming up next. We'll be back with our second half momentarily. This is Jim Brooks. Back to the studio. Fox Sports Pueblo. And welcome back to the Young Center. Thunderwolves lead at 40-27 here at halftime. Will Newman with 15 points to lead the way for the Thunderwolves. If you kind of joined us later on in the first half, you haven't heard Gavin Liggett's name. Well, he's out of the ball game. Suffered a concussion last night. Diving for a loose ball. Collided with another player's knee or lower leg area there and hit him in the back of the head as he was diving for it. No malice about it at all, but he was in a little bit of trouble last night for a while when they got him in the locker room. It wasn't all there. People have had concussions. I've had one, I think, maybe 2. One I know for sure. And you always like black out on your feet. And he wasn't sure what was going on for a little bit, but they got him well. I saw him after the ball game, though, at the hotel. Seemed to be all right, but the team took him for precautionary measures for tests and everything, and they did confirm that he did have a concussion, but he's along the bench. He's with the ball club here tonight. He's in good spirits, smiling, conversing with everybody. So all the loved ones there for Gavin Liggett. I think he's going to be all right, but with the concussion protocol now, they do take, you got to go 7 days symptom-free. And so I didn't get a chance to talk to him today, see if he had a head, but I'm sure they're going to keep him out next Saturday. He's got to be out next Friday for sure. And then might as well just keep him out Saturday as well. So you won't see him back on the court for at least a couple of weeks. So you got to go 7 days symptom-free before you can start practicing again even. So that's where he's at right now. So the Thunderwolves are making do without him here tonight. That's your Gavin Liggett update. Thunderwolves shooting stats in the first half, 42%. Team that shoots over 50%, so they're not up to snuff really for what they usually do, but they still have a 13-point lead. That's because Black Hill State, they are who they thought we are, I guess you'd say. 33% in the first half. Thunderwolves were 4 for 12 shooting threes. They were 3 for 9. 19 to 18 rebound advantage for the Thunderwolves as well. Big stat in the game, 11 turnovers for Black Hill State. Thunderwolves turned it over only 7 times. It's halftime, 40-27 is our halftime score. Thunderwolves lead it. Back with the second half right after this on Fox Sports Pueblo. We're back for the second half. Jim Brooks with you tonight here on Fox Sports Pueblo. Caitlin Norton, our producer and engineer. Having to work extra tonight. Went overtime that first game. Had to work extra last night. Went overtime. Put it on your time card, Caitlin. Extra quarter for you. Anderson brings it across the timeline as Black Hill State gets the ball first to start the second half. Oh, Spikes had a chance for the steal. Couldn't quite secure it before stepping out of bounds. And they throw the ball way in the backcourt, and that's where Jonas Anderson will track it down. 18 on the shot clock. Dribbles to the right wing. Comes up top with it to McLeod. Onto the left side to LD Thomas. Pulls up. Jumper on the way. Off the back iron. Long rebound. Comes outside to Sam McLeod. And they give it to LD Nelson. They'll start over again. Here's Anderson. Drives to the top of the key. Bounces it underneath to the baseline. Gets loose. Chased down in the corner by Malcolm. He drives into the paint. Turnaround up and in. Nice move there by Malcolm. He has 6. First bucket of the second half belongs to the Yellow Jackets. Thunderwolves by 11. You don't want to screw around here and see that lead go under 10. Here's a backdoor feed to Spikes in for the right. Missed the layup. Oh, my goodness. Thunderwolves point blank range. Miss a layup. Man, drives me nuts. Here is Malcolm outside to Anderson. Now we're at that situation where they could cut the lead under 10. Step back. Nope, they won't take the jumper. Jump it left side to Thomas. Thomas dribbles around a screen. Play pick and roll wide open in the corner. Here's a 3-ball on the way. Short. And rebound loose to Smith. Smith on the right side. Ahead to Newman. Newman now to Smith onto the right side to Williams. Out of Spikes. Spikes outside to Newman. Newman starts a drive. Oh, nice move. Layup good. Oh, that was gorgeous. Will Newman faked the pass to the baseline. It opened up for him, and he scooped it up and in. 42-29. Back the other way come the Yellow Jackets. Here is McLemore. Up top to Jonas Anderson. Now hands it off. They work the ball around the perimeter. Malcolm up top to McLemore. McLemore holds it. Dribbles around a screen. Switches off. Ends up with collar on him. That's a mismatch. Now gets rid of it. Anderson fakes the 3. Moves in. 18-footer on the way. Off the back iron. Newman doing everything. Gets the rebound. Foul called on Sam McLeod as he shoved Rico Spikes out of the way. Second foul on McLeod. McLeod is out of the ball game. Here is Here's Newman bringing it across the timeline. Left side to Smith. Hands it off to Williams. Williams on the wing. Gives it off to Newman. Up top now. Spikes is open. 18-foot jumper on the way. Missed it badly. And the rebound to Mueller. Hands it off now to Anderson. Anderson to the top of the key. Works around the screen. Drives in on Williams. Goes up running right-hander. Left it short. And Spikes just snatches the rebound down with the right hand. Ahead to Smith. Back to Spikes. Rico has got a pair of mitts on him, folks. Up top to Newman. Jumps it down low to Collar. Double team. Kips it outside. Smith's open. 3-ball on the way. Swish! Josh Smith, his second 3 of the game. 45-39. Thunderwolves by 16. They keep the pressure on. Oh, McLemore, nice little pirouette there as he spun out of a trap. Hands it off to L.D. Thomas. Here's where you want to step on their throat. Just take away their will to want to compete here. Out of McLemore on the left side. Drives baseline, cut off. Bounces it inside to Mueller. Skips it up top to Anderson. Drives around Smith. Now wheels in the lane. Goes up. Spin away. Shot no good. Rebound. Spikes has it. Gets it ahead to Smith. Lost it. Loose on the deck. Taken back by Anderson. In for the left. Shot partially blocked, but it goes in anyway. His Collar was there, but Anderson gets the layup to go. 45-31. And we've got an injury here as Josh Smith comes up lame there. Might have spun his ankle here, but he lost that ball at half court. I think he turned his ankle. Bangs the table. I think he's more upset with the play that happened. Going to have to take the old shoe off, and they're going to retape him is what they're going to do. I think he'll be all right. I bet he's back in the ball game here pretty soon. Newman up top to Williams. Left side, Oldham. Oldham down low on the block. Collar double team. Dribbles out of the double team. Gives it off to Spikes. Kicks it outside. Newman open for 3. He hits off the back iron. No good. Spikes bats the rebound to Collar. Goes up with the reverse up and in. Collar with a. Give credit, though, to Spikes there, keeping that one alive. 47-31. Thunderbolts by 16. Quick break the other way. McLemore fakes the 3. Drives in from the right and throws the ball away. Oh, no. It didn't touch anybody.
It's all right. Good on.
And media timeout. Well, the boys in stripes, they'll do their best. They do their best every game in the RMAC. 15:45 to go, second half. Thunderwolves down by 16 on Fox Sports Pueblo. Thunderwolves by 16. They have it now with these media timeouts every 4 minutes. You just want to win each little 4-minute segment here. Right now, the Thunderwolves can afford to play to a draw each little 4-minute segment. Inbounds pass to Malcolm. He's in the paint. Wheels. Wild right-hand hook. Missed it and Spikes. Snatches the rebound. Brings it across the timeline. Dribbles the top of the key. Goes right side to Williams. Williams up top to Spikes. And he will launch the 3. In and out. No good. Ralph Turner had no problems with him taking that one. Ball outside. Anderson hands it off to Thomas. Now Anderson, right side. McLemore from way downtown. Swish. He's better the further out he goes. Thunderwolves don't have to remember too far back to when he shot the Yellow Jackets back in the ball game at Massari Arena. Ball out top. Here's Williams for 3. It's good. Mark Williams, a rare 3-pointer. 50-34. That's for Williams, only his 5th 3-point hit of the year. Here's McLemore back the other way, drives into the paint, teardrop up and in. McLemore says, you know what, I might as well take over this ball game because we got nothing else on this team resembling an offense. Here's Newman on the left wing. They hedge out on him and bump him. Back to Williams. Thought about the 3, but now he'll drive it into the paint. Ball stripped and stolen away by McLemore. 2-on-1 break the other way. Here's the feed to Thomas. In from the left. Layup good. Thomas has 4. 50-38. 4 in a row here by the Yellow Jackets. Have him back within 12. Spikes on the wing. Up top now to Oldham. Oldham gives it off to Collar. Onto the right side. Williams drives into the paint, stops and pops from 10. Off the back iron, no good. Rebound belongs to Thomas. Here come the Yellow Jackets. They're not dead yet. Right down the lane. Layup missed it. Hit the bottom side of the rim. And the rebound to Williams. They head to Oldham. Back the other way. Here's Newman. Back pass to Spikes. Spikes looks inside. Nobody open. Goes left side to Newman. Down low to Collar. In on the left. Goes up and missed the banker. Rebound to Williams. Goes up strong and banks it in. Mark Williams with 14. 52-38. Ralph Turner, he's out there running the press himself here, trying to get his team play a little bit more energy here down the stretch, or especially in this part of the ball game here. Make the last 10 minutes a moot point for the home team. And McLemore thought about jacking one up from 30, but passed it off on the right side. Here's Malcolm into the paint. Wheels goes up, left it short, but he drew the foul on Williams. Foul number 3 on Mark Williams. So it'll be free throws here for Frazier Malcolm. 80% on the year. He's out of Falkirk, Scotland. Haller and Williams out. Radakovic checks in. So does Kuiper. Still just a little bit of unease here in a road game. You just feel like the home team is going to have a little spurt here sooner or later. And when they do make that run and get it under 10, get it down to 8 perhaps, you got to be able to answer them. So far, the Thunderbolts in the second half have survived every push. Here's Newman. Nice backdoor feed to Spikes, but he missed another layup. That's 2 point-blank shots Rico's missed in the game. All left side. Here's McLemore. He'll go to work, drives into the paint, tries to dish off in the corner. They jump it outside. O'Hearn won't take the 3. They drive into the paint, dishes off, and Spikes is there to deflect the ball out of bounds. Good defense by Rico there on the recovery. So 13 on the shot clock. 12:46 to go.
Where's our guard up top? Guard up top. 5.
Inbounds pass. Oh, boy. Sam McLeod almost spun an ankle there. Gets rid of it now to O'Hearn. I don't know if the shot clock didn't start or the clock didn't start. Something malfunctioned here, I believe. Yeah, okay. So they're going to take 2 seconds off the game clock and the shot clock here. O'Hearn to trigger it in. Fires it into McLemore. He's in range. Works around a screen. They switch out on him. Now he does jack it up from 35. He missed it. And the ball batted away out of bounds. Last touched by Coleman. And it's Thunderwolves' ball. McLemore has no conscience whatsoever. Well, like I said, folks, he's the only thing resembling an offense for this club, other than maybe Malcolm on the inside. Here's a feed into the corner. Three-pointer by Oldham, no good. Rebound to O'Hearn. O'Hearn now. He'll dribble it across the timeline. Nobody cutting him off. Into the corner, McLemore lost it and stolen away by Oldham. Fires it ahead to Spikes. Spikes with one man to beat. Into the paint, goes up hard, lays it in, and a foul. It'll count. Rico Spikes, power move to the hoop. He didn't miss that time from close range, and he drew the foul. And the foul is on Desnica. So Rico to the line. Trying to complete the three-point play. Spins it up and in. Spikes with 9. And Rico gets to come out of the ball game. That was a tough little stint for Rico. He missed a close-in shot, but then he got a good recovery on defense, and then he completes the three-point play on the other end. I still got to get back to that story I was talking about earlier that's a little bittersweet. One of the former Thunderwolves that I talked about kind of reminded me of that. Here's a drive to the baseline. They throw it away. It belongs to the Thunderwolves. We got a timeout
Great stuff, boys.
on the court. 11:57 to go here in the second half. Thunderwolves lead it 55-40 on Fox Sports Pueblo. To 40. Thunderwolves lead it by 15. The Thunderwolves ball here. Up top for Dokovic. Hands it off. Here's Oldham down the lane. Pulls a little teardrop up it in. Donovan Oldham. More and more confidence each and every outing. 57-40. Thunderwolves by 17. Keeping the pressure on here. Ball up top. Drive around the screen. In from the right. Layup good. Nice move there. White Nicholas, only his fourth point of the game, his first field goal. Makes it 57-42. On to the right side. Hands the ball off to Radokovic. Now up top to Kuiper. Into the corner to Oldham. Oldham, nice little reversal in from the left. Layup good. Donovan Oldham has 5. 59-42. Gorgeous move. Back the other way. Ralph Turner wants to keep that press going. The Thunderbolts kind of relaxing a little bit here. Now they got a trap situation. They do get the steal. Oldham has it. Oldham across the timeline. Down the lane. Nice dish in from the left. Newman is clobbered on the play, and he'll go to the free throw line. Will wasn't happy about the treatment he got there. Felt like Nicholas gave him the business a little bit. Third foul on Nicholas.
Hey, open your rotate. Open your check.
So Will Newman to shoot a pair. 17 in the game for Will. Free throw. Oh, man. What happened there, Will? Even Ralph Turner had to laugh at that one. What? Better make sure he's awake. Oh, Newman barely grazed the front iron with that one. Not sure what happened there for the junior out of Lawndale. Second toss, and he missed that one off the back iron, so that was an empty trip. There we go. Pressure by the Thunderwolves, and they get the ball knocked loose. Look out, and they do get the steal. So it is Thunderwolves' ball, so they kind of bail them out, making it a 10-second call because the Thunderwolves would have had a layup. But since the Thunderwolves hadn't secured possession, they called the 10-second violation. I was fearing for my life. I had three bodies coming right at me, but luckily they knocked the ball out of the way. Did you see me ducking under the table?
Here we go.
Yeah, I was, man. I was looking out. Radokovic gets the ball into Kuiper. Kuiper wheels. Goes behind the back. What was that? Radokovic, he drives. Euro step. Layup good. Radokovic's first field goal of the game, 61-42. Thunderwolves by 19. They keep the pressure on here. And the ball off to Anderson. Anderson way outside. The fans being entertained immensely here by the antics of Ralph Turner. They love it. A lot of energy. They probably wish they had the same energy on their side. Here is McLemore driving into the paint. Dishes off to Mueller. Scoop up. No good. Rebound to Radokovic. Hands it off to Newman. Newman across the timeline. Moves in. Top of the key. Down the lane. Here he goes. He's bumped hard. They got to call that one, don't they? And they do call the foul, and they race in to pick up Will Newman, who's on the deck. So Will gets another try at the free throw line. I'm not sure what happened on that last trip to the line. He shoots 90% on the year. He was 2 for 2 going into that trip, but he missed a pair. Now he's got 2 more tries here. And that one swished. He kind of shrugs his shoulders and says, oh, thank goodness I made that one. I'll never live it down. The lead is 20. It's 62-42. 9:50 to play. Second toss is up and it's in. Newman has 19. Thunderwolves want to keep the press on. 63-42. Hit it ahead. And the ball off. Anderson gets it across the timeline. Drives into the paint, kicks it outside. Malcolm fires the three-pointer in and out. No good. Rebound to Oldham. Gets it ahead to Newman. Newman on the left side. Dribbles to the top. The key steps back. Thought about the three. Thought about the stop-and-go move. Now he'll just dribble around a screen. Goes behind the back with a dribble. Around an opponent. Down the lane. Kicks it into the corner. Oldham's wide open. Three ball on the way. Short. And a save on the baseline by McLemore. Races into the forecourt. Hands off. Here's Malcolm in from the left layup. Good. They call the foul. Kuiper just let him go by on the Olay move. And the foul on Kuiper is his second. And it'll be free throws for Malcolm. He has 10 now. Newman comes out of the game. Spikes is back in for the Thunderwolves. It's 63-44. Pack on top. And the free throw's way off the mark, and the rebound to Oldham. The ball never lies. And here comes Spikes bringing it across the timeline. On the right wing. Holds things up. Goes up top to Kyle Kuiper. A nice little elbow into the gut of Malcolm there. Now top to Radakovich. Left side to Smith, who's back in there. Remember, he sprained his ankle earlier. He's at full speed now, though. Right side, driving the baseline. Spikes in for the right. Reverse up and in. What an incredible shot by Rico Spikes. He has 11. 65-44. Thunderwolves by 20 minutes. Steal in the backcourt. Smith with it. Onto the left wing. Holds things up. Hands it off to Rico. I mean, that Rico Spike shot, that's an RMAC Player of the Week candidate there. That was an incredible reverse layup. Onto the left wing. Holds things up. Down the lane he goes. Kicks it into the corner. Kuiper from 15 missed it. And the rebound belongs to the Yellow Jackets.
Go get it, Sammy. Go Donovan right there. Wolf.
And get the ball across the timeline. McLemore tries to get away. He's surrounded, being harassed. Here's a drive into the paint by L.D. Thomas. Skids to a stop, goes into the corner. Malcolm for three, hit it. 13 for Malcolm. 65-47. Thunderwolves lead is 18. Ralph Turner going to take a timeout right here. 7:45 to go in the second half. Thunderwolves lead at 65-47. Thunderwolves basketball on Fox Sports Pueblo.
Fox Sports Pueblo 1350, an iHeart radio station. Online at foxsportspueblo.com and on your phone with your iHeart radio app. KCCY Pueblo.
65-57. Thunderwolves lead it by 18. Let's join a Ralph Turner conversation with the referee. Well, damn music playing. Cut that out, did it?
We're good. Here we go.
Williams triggers it into Spikes. Spikes in the backcourt. Now dribbles to the left wing. Hands it off to Smith. Jump it down low to Collar. Collar backs his way in. Well, I thought he was going to go up. He won't take the shot. Goes outside. Smith for three. High arching shot off the back iron. No good. Look out. Get the rebound. To Malcolm. Now hands it off to Anderson. Anderson dribbles around the screen. Down the lane he goes. Shot blocked. And the Thunderwolves get it. Smith has it. Smith brings it across the timeline. Now hands it off to Spikes. Spikes has lost his tire. And now he was trying to do it. Okay. That was precious there. Oh, man. Rico trying to do his own pit stop with a blown tire. Now we got massive substitutions here. So McLeod and Desnica into the game now for the Yellow Jackets. Inbounds pass to Spikes. Spikes will bring it across the timeline. Onto the right wing, holds it there, jumps it down low to Collar. Collar now into the paint, backs his way in, goes up with the left hand, missed it, but he drew the foul. I think Nelson Collar proved to himself that time that he can shoot the ball with the left hand there. That's what he needs to do more of. keep the defense honest. Now we reached our immediate timeout. Timeout on the court, 6:51 to go here in the second half. Thunderwolves lead at 65-57 on Fox Sports Pueblo. 65-57. Thunderwolves lead it by 18. Nelson Collar to the free throw line to shoot a pair here. Collar bobbing his head to the music there. He liked that YMCA music. He was getting ready to shoot the free throw. On the way, swish. We'll have one more. It's 66-47. Thunderwolves on top. Second toss, swish. Collar with 10. 67-47. Thunderwolves by 20. They keep the press on here. Worked all night long. Why pull out of it now? Zach McLemore down the lane. Oh, dishes off, and the layup is good. Antonio Capley hit a layup in the first half. He has a layup here in the second half. 67-49. Here's Williams. Left side to Smith. Down low to Collar. Backs his way in. Goes up with the right hand, missed it. And then he fouled going over the back.
Face guard, everybody! Face guard!
Inbounds pass in the backcourt here. And they barely get it into Anderson. Oh, almost stolen there. Get it ahead, now to O'Hearn. He brings it across the timeline. He dribbles out of there. Pounded from behind, harassed. Now dribbles out to the wing, and now he'll dribble way outside where there's less pressure. Out around the timeline. Now he starts to move back in. And kind of tripped up there, kept the dribble alive. Now they hand it off to Anderson on the baseline. 5 on the shot clock. Nice dish underneath, layup good by Desnica, the Serbian. That's his first bucket of the game. 67-51. Lead cut to 16 with 5:40 to go here. Jump across court to Smith. On the spikes. Back to Smith. Smith directing traffic. They go down low to Collar. Trying to get his confidence up. Up in the lane. Right hand hook up and in. Collar with 12. 69-51. Oh, they do get the steal. Williams with it. Goes to spikes underneath and he lays it in. Ralph Turner asks, where's my press? There's your press. 71-51. Thunderwolves by 20. Break out the other way. Here's Anderson. McCollar's back there to slow things down. Outside, Desnica. He's cut off. Hands it off to O'Hearn. And now they'll reset the offense. We're under 5 minutes to go now here. Thunderwolves lead it by 20. Here's a pass into the corner. To O'Hearn. He drives into the paint. Cut off there. Goes to the baseline to Capley. Now wait, top to McLemore. He's in range. He drives into the paint instead. Goes up. Nice dish. Missed the layup, though, and Williams gets the rebound for the Thunderwolves. Off the miss by Capley. Head to Newman. Newman dribbles to the free throw line. Gives it outside to Smith. He's open for 3. Off the back iron. No good. And foul called here. I was screened out. I think they're called on O'Hearn. Yep, he was battling with spikes, and that was a mismatch. So that'll send Rico to the free throw line. Smith out and Boslavsky into the ball game. Sophomore out of Colorado Springs Liberty High School. Oldham back in as Newman comes out as well. Not over the limit yet, so no free throws here for Rico. So the Thunderwolves will trigger it in on the baseline. And it's only 16 fouls on Black Hill State. They jump the ball inbounds to Collar, and he lays it in. Collar with 14, 73-51. Pressure in the backcourt. They get the steal. Rico has it in the paint. Goes up. Missed the layup, though. Oh, man. Here's Oldham with it. Outside to Rico, up top to Boslavsky. Rico might have hurt himself here. He's limping around out there. He just goes into a corner to hide. Tries to stretch it out. Looks like it's his back or his hip area. Down low to Collar. to Williams. Now Boslavsky. He's wide open for three. Missed it. Williams has it underneath. Fakes, goes up. Missed it with the left hand. Spike snatches it down with the right hand. Dribbles it out of there. Outside to Boslavsky. Step back three. Swish. And that turns the bench on like nothing else could. 76-51. Trent Kelly going to check in here in a moment. Along with Radakovic. Here's a quick-fire three by O'Hearn. Swish. That's O'Hearn. I think it's the first shot he's taken tonight, and he buried it. 76-54. Thunderwolves by 22. We got a 30-second timeout. They're probably going to stretch it into a minute here, aren't they? Yeah, it'd be immediate timeout here. 3:27 to go. Second half, Thunderwolves by 22 on Fox Sports Pueblo. 76-54. Thunderwolves by 22. Trying to ingest this great pepperoni pizza that women's assistant coach Tara Moyers brought me. It is scrumptious, but, you know, it's hard to do my kind of work eating pizza. So if you hear my lips smacking a little bit, I beg your pardon. Trent Kelly feeds it out top to Williams. Return feed to Kelly on the wing. Now to Williams, left side to Oldham. Oldham holds it there. Oldham drives into the paint, goes all the way to the cup, shot blocked by Capley. Outlet pass to Anderson. And Jonas brings it across the timeline. Pounded there by Oldham. Gets a screen. Radakovic switches out on him. Now to L.D. Thomas. Ball knocked away and stolen by Oldham. Brings it across the timeline. Oldham onto the right wing. Holds things up there. Dishes in the corner. Boslavsky open again for three. Missed it this time. Rebound to Williams underneath the hoop. He dribbles out of there. Goes outside to Oldham. He's open from downtown. It's good. Donovan Oldham from downtown has 8. 79-54. Thunderwolves by 25. L.D. Thomas drives in from the right. Goes up. Got the shot over Kelly. No good, but it was tapped in by Capley.
Hey, no press! No press! Get back!
79-56. Thunderwolves by 23 with 2:10 to go. Boslavsky now dribbles the right wing, hands it off to Oldham. Oldham to the free throw line, hands it off to Radakovic. Thought about the three, moves in. Now back outside to Williams. Williams will give it to Boslavsky. 5 on the shot clock. Boslavsky drives it into the paint. He's in no man's land. Feeds it into the corner. Forced three-pointer by Oldham. At the shot clock expires. It missed everything, but can't fault him for that.
Come on! Guard somebody. Know who you guard. Sit down.
79-56. Thunderwolves by 23. Jonas Anderson brings it across the timeline. Dribbles into the paint. Down the lane. Cut off. Fires it outside to L.D. Thomas. Holds things up there. We got the equivalent to the old Masari Arena exodus here as fans are leaving in droves. Ball down on the block. Here's Malcolm. Fakes, goes up with the left-hand hook. Missed it. Oh, Capley got the rebound. He was undercut by Boslavsky. Then he fires the ball into the deck. That's going to be a technical foul on Capley. He was not happy with Boslavsky undercutting him, but that's no way to react. So the foul is on Boslavsky, but a technical foul here called on Capley for firing the ball into the floor, and it bounced up and hit the basket support.
No, not Trent. I'm not making any jokes out of anybody. AJ, you shoot. Let's go, Liberty. Let's go, AJ. Knock it down, Ed.
So Boslavsky to the free throw line. His first free throws of the year. He's got a three-pointer in this game. He's a sophomore out of Liberty High School in Colorado Springs. Steps to the line, spins it up, and it rims in and out. No good. He'll have one more. All by himself at the stripe. Second toss right through there. So 1 out of 2 for Boslavsky. He has 4. And that, of course, becomes a season high for Boslowski. Might be a career high. I'll have to dig into my archives here. Can't remember if he scored more than that last year in a game or not. And trouble on the inbounds pass. They force a timeout taken here by Black Hills State. Minute 16 to go here in the second half. Thunderwolves lead at 80-56. Timeout on Fox Sports Pueblo. 80-56. Thunderwolves by 24 here with a minute 16 to go. Trying to pull off the doubleheader sweep here on a Saturday evening. Women won in overtime tonight in dramatic fashion. Jasmine Johnson with a bucket with 1.8 seconds to go to win it. Inbounds pass. Coleman now. In from the right. High. Went for the dunk, but he laid it in somehow. He was going to tomahawk that thing. The ball was deflected and went off the glass and in. 80-58. Under a minute to go here. Boslowski gives it off to Kuiper. Kuiper, hand off to Oldham. Nice little give and go as Kuiper going to back pass to Radakovich. And Ralph Turner asking Kuiper, how come he didn't take the shot? But Kuiper, he's kind of a pass-first kind of guy. Unless he's downtown. Then he'll jack this re-up. Inbounds to Kelly. Kelly on the wing. Bounces inside to Kuiper. Kuiper took a little shove in the back. Turn around, jumper on the way. It's an air ball. And the rebound to Capley. Capley in the backcourt. They get it to Anderson. Anderson across the timeline. Way outside with it. We're down to 25 seconds to go. Anderson drives in down the lane. Left-hand scoop up and in. Nice move there by Jonas Anderson. He has 8. 80-60. And that will be it. Thunderwolves will just bring the ball across the timeline and watch the clock melt away here. Impressive win here tonight for the Thunderwolves on the road. Make no mistake about it, they're the better team, but they just have to remember to a week ago when Black Hills State almost pulled off the upset at Massari Arena, so they had the Thunderwolves' attention coming in here, and the Thunderwolves started fast, took care of business, kept the pressure on, didn't let them up here in the second half. They win at 80-60. Back with our post-game show on Fox Sports Pueblo. And welcome back to the Young Center here on the campus of Black Hills State University. Thunderwolves win the ball game. Final score 80-60. And joining me now, the head coach of the Thunderwolves, Ralph Turner. Ralph, a little better result here tonight for the team getting this win. I was kind of proud of the ball club. The way you guys went about it tonight. Seems like you got out there, took care of business early, and then didn't let up on them. I think that was probably your mission there in the second half, keeping the pressure on.
Well, I thought our guys really played hard.
Exactly.
I thought we really gave attention to the game plan and executed the game plan, and we need to. Our team's not good enough to just do things halfway. If we're going to be great, we've got to. And Jim, I use this term in every scouting report, every day when I'm talking to the guys. It's something they teach the Rangers in the military. It's called the fierce urgency of now. It's not yesterday. It's not the next day. It's the fierce urgency of now. And when I talk to him about that, I'm talking to him about one possession at a time, making it matter. Last night, we lose that game in overtime, and if we would have changed 3 possessions in regulation, we win. But we didn't pay attention to the things we're supposed to do and trained to do. There was no urgency of now. This possession, this is what we've got to do. And I think if we grasp that, by the end of the year, we got a chance to be pretty good. But this was a great effort considering we played without Gavin, who's one of our best offensive threats.
And then considering in that second half, I let the press, you have a great identity, I think, with that press. I think you're probably the best pressure team in the conference as far as full court pressure. You can always get back in the ball game, and there you just never let them breathe, it seemed like it. You always think in a ball game the home team's going to make that run to get it under 10 and then maybe tighten things up. But the lead never did get under 10. I think that was the magic number tonight. They get it to 12, maybe 11, then you'd stretch it back out to 15 or 16.
Well, let's be clear. When Will Newman shoots the ball like he did tonight. We're pretty tough. Rico did not have that good a game tonight. He missed 3 or 4 point-blank shots he usually makes.
Yeah, he could have had a magical night.
Yes, and Mark missed a couple. Nelson was better tonight, but he missed some dogs right at the basket. And we've got to improve those because there's no forgiveness. When we play Metro, Jim, if you like the way we played, there's nobody who presses harder, who plays harder full court than Metro does. I've watched them and scouted them, and that's our next game. And it might be the hardest playing team I've ever seen DC have at Metro.
It could be one of those games where it is the all-effort game next week. That'd probably a good measuring stick tonight here to get you guys into that mentality, what they're going to face next week by doing it yourselves.
Well, we just got to get our guys well. Mark's injured. Rico's back hurt. Josh twisted an ankle here. We're going to have for us to win, we're going to have every big guy show up. We're going to have to handle the ball. We're going to have to make some shots and defend and rebound. But make no mistake, we're capable.
Definitely.
I love my guys. I love to see them bounce back like this. You saw the effort last night. In the second half was really good.
Yes.
But you can't give away a half. You can't give
especially on the road.
Yes, and last night we had 20 turnovers. Tonight we have 10, and we played much faster and a much more aggressive pace, but we had less turnovers. So I was really pleased with our guys.
And you had to have your contribution off the bench too, Oldham. I thought. I've been telling the listeners at home early on in the season, he was getting a minute here, a minute there. Just to get him in there, get him fresh. But now it seems like his minutes are becoming more and more valuable, and he's starting to contribute more and more.
Well, I give a lot of credit on that to Bronson, and that Bronson's always telling him, be more aggressive. Because in our practices, he is almost nonstop going to the basket, fearless. Back a year ago against Bronson, he would go to the basket. Odessa, Rico. Right. He actually takes the ball and scores on Rico at the basket. He is people have no idea how good an athlete he is. In a lot of ways, it reminds me of Josh and Gavin's first year when they were freshmen. He redshirted, and now this is his first year playing. He's sort of working into his minutes. When Rico graduates, I think people are going to understand what a fine player he is. A great shooter. He can score at the basket, a great free throw, and has a great instinct for the ball. And now, most importantly, our most important question of the night, what is the movie selection for the ride home? We got 8 hours. I've got to say, I did pick up Ben-Hur, which is not seen. I haven't seen that. That's good. And I picked up the Jason Bourne movie. Okay, good. Which is, we have to say the women picked the movies on the way up, and it was chick flick. Oh, my God. All the way. It was soft. We're going with a few more man movies on the way back, and hopefully we'll get some, I will say this, it is a sweeter 7.5 or 8 hour ride back after a W. That's right. There he is, the coach, Ralph Turner. I'm Jim. He's the man. We'll be back after this timeout. We'll talk to Mark Williams right after this on Fox Sports Pueblo. And welcome back to the Young Center. Thunderwolves win the ball game 80-60. Mark Williams will be down here in a little bit. The locker room is miles away here. You got to hike to get down here, so we'll probably have him in our next segment. But what we're going to do right now, we'll tell you the final score, 80-60, give you kind of a brief recap. Thunderwolves opened up the game early, 4-0, fell behind 5-4. Again, it's 7-6. But after that, they started to take off. They pushed the lead to 7 at 16-9, got it to 12 at 25-13, got it to 16 at 32-16. Kept the lead 38-23 late in the first half. Eventually led at halftime 40-27. Black Hill State would crawl within 11 on one occasion. They got within 12 at 52-40, but that's when the Thunderwolves took off again and pretty much buried them as they went on a 13-4 run to lead at 65-44, and eventually just played back and forth with them from there on out to win the ball game 80-60. Take another time out here. We'll come back. Hopefully Mark Williams will make it out here. We'll talk to him right after this on Fox Sports Pueblo. And welcome
welcome back to the Young Center. Thunderwolves win the ball game 80-60, and joining us now our star of the game, Mark Williams, a 6'4" junior out of Chino Hills, California. He's a 6'4" junior. Missed the first half last night. We know you got that little problem with the leg. You must have talked Ralph into the getting into the game in that second half last night.
Yeah, I mean, they asked me basically at halftime if I was ready to go, and I was like, yeah, let's give it a shot. And once I got in, with all the adrenaline and everything, you know, I felt good, felt ready to go. So.
And you had a little scary moment in this ball game. Looked like you kind of came down awkwardly under the hoop. I thought you might have a little trouble there.
Yeah, that was actually last game. I actually kind of turned my ankle one of the first plays I was in, and when I was over here, it's on my same leg, so I just planted real hard on that leg. So it was just a rough little plant, but I mean, I was fine.
Let's talk about the effort tonight from the ball club. I was kind of proud of you guys out here coming out playing that hard. Every man seemed like you're really getting after it on the press.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, when we come out and playing hard and together, we could do great things. So I mean, we just got to do that for 40 minutes, and we're gonna be just fine.
Well, and in your game, you can't be shy playing in here. You're not the biggest body to get inside, but your game is inside. Basically, you're not like an outside wing player. You like to get down on the block.
Yeah, I mean, that's kind of since high school. You know, that's kind of been one of the roles I picked up. I always played around a lot of shooters, and I've just felt comfortable, you know, getting to the rim, trying to get to the foul line and get easy baskets.
Well, it's always sexy to shoot three-pointers, but the man's work is done down inside. Yeah. I think that's where this ball club, you need to get points inside to make the outside game even more effective.
Definitely, because we have great balance on this team. So, I mean, when we're shooting, it opens up the lane, and when we're getting to the basket, it opens up three. So we definitely have a really good balance.
Have you done many 8-hour bus rides on the way home?
No, definitely not.
No, you're in for a treat.
I sure am.
There he is, the star of the game, Mark Williams. Congratulations, buddy. Stay with me here when we go to break. We'll be back. We'll wrap things up right after this on Fox Sports Pueblo. Welcome back to the Young Center. Thunderwolves win at 80-60. Let's give you a quick recap of the ball game. We kind of told you how the game went earlier in one of our earlier segments, how the Thunderwolves pretty much led it throughout. They led by 13 at halftime. Got threatened a couple occasions when the lead got down to 11 or 12, but in the second half they really ran out on that key 13-4 run. Got them up by 21, and pretty much from there was all she wrote. Scorers tonight. Will Newman ends up being the leading scorer for the Thunderwolves. 6 field goals, 3 of 6 from 3, had 19 points. Williams and Collar with 14 apiece. Rico Spikes with 13. Donovan Oldham with 8. We talked about him with Ralph Turner. Josh Smith did spin an ankle tonight, but he got back in the game and looked fine. He'll be all right. 6 points. Poslowski came off the bench for 4. Radakovic had 2. Kuiper and Trent Kelly both played, failed to score. Thunderwolves 28 of 64, that's 44%. 8 of 24 from 3, that's 33%. 16 of 20 from the free throw line for 80%. For Black Hills State tonight, 2 players in double figures. Malcolm had 13, McLemore had 14 to lead the way for him. Anderson with 8, Capley with 6 off the bench. They were 23 of 55 from the field, that's 42%. 6 of 15 from 3, that's 40%. 8 of 11 from the free throw line, 73%. Thunderwolves out-rebound the Yellow Jackets 37-34. Williams ends up with 10 rebounds tonight, so he goes for the old double-double tonight. Spikes with 7. He was a man inside there tonight. Smith with 5. 8 rebounds for Max Mueller to lead the way for the Yellow Jackets. Thunderwolves only credited with 13 assists on their 28 made baskets. They always shortchange you when you're the road team. Spikes with 3, Newman with 3, Williams with 3. 4 assists for Jonas Anderson to lead the way for the Yellow Jackets. Thunderwolves only turned it over 10 times. They forced 19 turnovers by the Yellow Jackets. That was one of the keys to the game. Thunderwolves end up with 3 block shots, 2 of those by Collar, 1 for Williams. 7 steals tonight for the Thunderwolves, 3 for Oldham, 2 for Spikes, 1 each for Williams and Smith. 2 steals for Anderson lead the way for Black Hills State. So once again, Mark Williams' line tonight ends up with 14 points, 10 rebounds, 3 assists, 1 block shot, 1 steal. I think that's worthy of a star of the game. We had, how many lead changes tonight? Not too many. We had 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 lead changes. They all happened in the first minutes of the ball game. Thunderwolves took the lead for good when they led it 8-7. Their biggest lead tonight was 25 when it was 76-51. Biggest lead tonight for Black Hills State was 1 on a couple of different occasions. Final score, Thunderwolves win it 80-60. The women, they won it earlier tonight. They went to dramatic fashion as Jasmine Johnson hit a not a three-pointer, but a runner on the baseline, a 2-point shot to win it in overtime. They win the ball game 88-87. They remain undefeated in RMAC play. The Thunderwolves, with only 2 losses, they're going to be remaining in a tie. We don't have much of a scoreboard yet here tonight because we're playing the early games tonight. Only one men's final to speak of. On that side of the house, let's see if we can pick it up for you. I think it was South Dakota Mine. Nope, that game hasn't even gone final either, so I don't have any finals to report for you on the men's side. On the women's side of the house, Mines defeated Westminster 77-58. South Dakota Mines defeated Highlands 71-46. Regis defeated Mesa tonight in Grand Junction 76-71. Those are the scores I have there. Also, Metro State slaughtered Adams State 80-38. So there's your finals in women's play. Of course, in NFL action earlier today, Houston defeated the Raiders. Seahawks right now, they are leading 19-6. So they've got that 2-score lead now. They pretty much put that one away. So that about does it for all your score highlights here tonight. Everybody here at Black Hills State University, I want to thank them. They're very hospitable. I mean, it is so great coming here, and this facility's nice, and they do everything we need them to do. The internet works great. Love coming here. Got the video screens, a great atmosphere. The fans support them well. It's just fun to come to a ball game here. Thank everybody on their side of the house. Of course, Dax Larson back from vacation this week after being in Mexico for a few days. He'll be back. Sean Pooley's his assistant. Joe Folda, of course, the athletic director. We thank our head coaches, of course, Jim Turgeon and Ralph Turner. Caitlin Norton's been our producer and engineer of Thunderwolves basketball. We remind you next week it'll be Metro State on Friday night, 5:15 with the pregame show, 5:30 for the tip-off of the women, 7:30 for the men. On Saturday night, it's UCCS. Same times, 5:15 for the pregame show, 5:30 for the women, 7:30 for the men. For Caitlin Norton, my name is Jim Brooks, reminding you once again the finals. The women win it 88-87. The men win it 80-60. We'll talk to you next week. Jim Brooks bidding you good night from Spearfish, South Dakota.
This has been CSU Pueblo Thunderwolves basketball on Fox Sports Pueblo 1350. Catch all of the action all season long right here. Pueblo's home for CSU Pueblo Thunderwolves athletics is Fox Sports Pueblo 1350.